Hi there, I'm Art Eggers, and I'm going to be your online distance education instructor this fall for your classes in Canvas. I just want to take a few minutes here just to say hello and introduce myself. If you haven't had me before or seen me before, I've been with CSN since 2003 when I first started, and retired as an emeritus faculty professor last summer. I'll be teaching your classes all online, and everything is asynchronous. If you're not familiar with what that means, asynchronous means that I have no set times that you have to log in and be part of the class. You are pretty much on your own. The classes run autonomously. You will get all of your lessons for the week in Canvas in the learning module. And so you need to stay on top of that. If you use the calendar function, you can probably use that, or the to-do function on your Canvas page. So from that, you will gather all of your information. You can communicate with me in the assignments. You can communicate with me through the inbox, the messaging board in Canvas. Sometimes students pose questions in the discussions. My weekly discussions have ample room for you to make comment and ask questions. But if you have a specific question for me, I would prefer that you use the inbox and the messaging system to get that. Sometimes there's been confusion when you ask the question in one place and I answer the question somewhere else. So to avoid that, I suggest maybe we all use the inbox and the messaging system in Canvas. You can also send me an email. You've got my email address within Canvas to pose me any type of personal question you may have. I get lots of students that get upset because they don't like my teaching style. I'm sorry about that. I've been doing this for a lot of years, and it works. So try to get used to my teaching style and my methods of assignment. If you have a specific question, something that doesn't make sense to you, you can put it in the discussion section, which is probably a good place, because what I like to do is I like to have my students have the first shot at answering it. In answering a question to another student, it just reinforces that student's learning and the student asking the question. So don't be afraid to ask a question in the discussion board and getting it resolved by another student and not me. If it looks like it's going astray, then I may jump in there and try to clarify what's going on. It's going to be a very busy semester. You've got 16 weeks to do what you need to do to get through this course. I give you lots of ample room for success in this course. The biggest success point is the discussion board. Pretty much the discussion board is a free 10 points on top of your grade. You answer all of the discussions every week and get 100%, then you've got a free 10 points on your grade. So you can easily go from a B to an A. And I use that opportunity as the source of getting extra credit. I don't do extra credit, never done extra credit in any of my courses. So use the discussion board to get your maximum 100 points. Every semester I have lots of students that leave points on the table because they didn't maximize their points. Every day I try to go in and look at the discussion, see who discussed, add your points. Once you get to 100%, it's your prerogative if you want to continue the discussions, or if you just say, got my 100 points, I'm done for the week. It's your choice. I encourage you to use the discussion board just like your on-ground classroom to get to know your classmates and talk with each other. Share information. The only thing I don't like you sharing are the quizzes and the exams. Every day, every week, we have assessments. Assessments are basically your homework. I don't mind you talking with each other about the assessments, the homework. But when you have a quiz or an exam, please do not discuss the exam questions. I'm very lenient on time limits for exams and quizzes. I generally don't give you a time limit. It's hard enough to do this kind of class in an online environment without imposing a bunch of time limits on it. So once the exam or the quiz opens, you're free to start on it. If you don't submit it, as long as you don't submit it, it doesn't lock you down and take your grade at that point. So don't submit, just log out. When you come back, you should be in good shape. So I look forward to seeing you all online. We've got, with all of my classes, I'm teaching 2 sections of physics lecture, 2 sections of physics lab, 1 section of AC for electronics, and 1 section of the advanced course in business telecommunications. So I've got upwards to 70 or 80 students and in those 6 classes, 6 sessions that I'm working with. So bear with me. I will get to you and back to you as quickly as I can to answer your questions. In the discussions, don't get upset if you don't see your points added right away. I have to go in and look at them. Every assignment that I assign, I have to go back in and look at it to verify that everything was good. Sometimes you put your answer in one format, the system looks for it in another, and so it won't give you the points. If I look at it and I'm satisfied that you gave me the correct answer, you're going to get the points. If there is a question about a clarity or some other factor in a question that I have put on an assessment, a quiz, or an exam, please ask me. I'll look at it again and make sure that something hasn't glitched. You know, I upgrade these formats, but sometimes things sneak through the crack. So give me a heads up if you see something that doesn't look right. Generally speaking, the answers are the correct answers. The problem is the format that you put it in. So good luck in the semester. We're coming up on August 29th and for this fall semester 2022, and be ready to rock and roll. Hit the ground running. So I will see you in a couple of weeks. Have a great rest of your summer. Take care. Thanks a lot.